Hi guys, I'm Irina. Welcome back to my channel. And where are we now? We are in the middle of the desert. We continue our trip to Fayum. And in this episode number 3, we go to Wadi El Rayan lakes, to be exactly to the upper and lower lakes. So first of all, you can see the area around is very deserted, in the meaning of desert. It's really empty with almost no plants. Just sometimes you can see every now and then a bit some bushes, very tiny, or grass, or just palm trees. Yeah, dates, palm trees. And after that again, desert and desert. It's a very famous place. It's famous for Egyptian tourists, for foreign tourists. How do I know that? If you just move around, there are so many places waiting for tourists. There are special local restaurants, there are special hotels around these lakes. So if you want to go and stay there for several days, it's really easy and pretty cheap. Well, finally we reached our destination, Rayan Lakes. You cannot see them from now because we need to really walk. We need to walk for a while till we can actually see the lakes. You can see on the map that we are actually located between two lakes in this very narrow place, like a small river that connects two lakes. But you will see later why we especially came to this place. In my previous video, I showed you Tunis village, which is famous for pottery. So of course, here you can find all the products of that Tunis village, which is located so close to this place. Everything to make tourists happy. Big, small, cups, bowls, whatever. You can find a mug with your name. I'm not sure if you can find an English name, but in Arabic names, I think all possible names can be found here. Foreign and Egyptian tourists love this place. All this area is arranged for tourists. There are so many small local restaurants with local dishes, and of course there are many small hotels which are not expensive. Before we reach the lake, we found this stand which shows you what birds, animals live in this area. I will show you just briefly. Well, look at this very shallow small river. You will ask me, why did we come here? What was the point of going all this long destination just to look at this very narrow, very shallow river? Just give me a second and I will show you why this place is so famous. Kids love this specific place because it's shallow, it's not dangerous, and when you feel very hot, it's very nice to walk in the refreshing water. And now, attention! A waterfall! Can you imagine? This tiny shallow river turns into a waterfall. Oh, this is the reason why all the people come to see this area. It's so attractive. You know, the sound of the water is so attractive. When it's in the middle of the desert, when everything looks dead and dry, and suddenly a waterfall. You can always find some people swimming there. I envy them. Just look at this guy in white shorts. He's going to jump. Oh, he did it! Most of the boys who just stand and watch them wish they could do the same. But they're not allowed because the buses are waiting for us, and after a while we have to leave. The waterfall water goes into the lower lake, and right now we are heading to the lower lake. all this area in front of you, what you see now, all this sand used to be under the water. As you see, the sand is covered with shells. It's so hard. In this place, it's extremely windy. And if you see on the land, it has very hard sand. It looks like cement because all the soft sand was taken away by the wind. This is the lower lake. Now we will take a tour on a boat. This is the boat we're going to use. It looks old but pretty strong. Unfortunately, there is no roof, so we have to enjoy the sun. Thank God I have my beautiful hat that protects me from this burning Egyptian sun. This kind of boat is called faluka. Look at this guy, he's fishing, sitting on a chair and fishing, which means this lake has fish. Yeah, we saw many small fish swimming around us. Well, we are getting ready to move. Kids are very excited to touch the refreshing water. You know, even though it's really hot, it's like 1 p.m. now and the sun is really burning hot, but the wind, the breeze coming from the lake is so refreshing, really. Oh, the guy is really cool. He makes kids so happy by turning the boat left and right. It's dangerous, it's scary, but so exciting. This man is really cheerful. Kids love him. He always smiles and he keeps turning the boat because keeps asking him to do it again and again. He told us that he's 50 years old. He's a regional Bedouin who lives in this area and works more than 25 years in this field. And he said that before there used to be only 3 boats and now there are more than 25. The business is getting bigger and bigger. Unfortunately, because of coronavirus issue this year, they didn't work for a very long time and they finally started working and taking tourists to boats into the lake only from the beginning of September. This is the first trip I had somewhere this year, so we're really lucky. We waited enough and now in September we can enjoy this beautiful trip. By the way, the trip is actually not expensive. It's only 250 pounds and all this is included. Bus, breakfast, dinner, all this excitement including the boat trip. I love it. This trip was arranged for the members of my club, which is called Pegasus Dreamland Club. So it was only for the members. I don't know actually how much it costs if you just buy this trip from the company itself. But I don't think the difference in price should be really big. The time in the lake runs so fast. Every time you enjoy something, you don't feel the time. We spent like 30 minutes in the lake, inside this very nice original native boat, but the time finished extremely fast. Kids really enjoyed. Our boat trip is over and now we have to walk back to our buses. Look at all this distance. Imagine all that used to be under the lake, under the water. Unfortunately, for I don't know what reason, all this became dry and so windy place. Look at these lucky people. They took a police car and they take them to the buses. Oh, in this hot weather, but I don't feel like walking at all. I wish somebody could give me a ride. Feel so lazy walking. Now I'm on the way to a restaurant. Of course, after all this exciting trip, they have a place for tourists to refresh themselves. Over there in the distance, you can see a building with a restaurant where you can refresh yourself, have some lunch, refreshing cold drinks, and of course, bathroom. We're done with our visit to the lakes and now we're getting ready to go to the fun place, the area where I can really enjoy, have fun, and do some activities. Wait for my next episode where I'm gonna show you all that. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye.